ocean. I decided to go live for a moment. It's really bad weather. In the Netherlands, there are a lot of people who are sick with flu. I also went through that in the holidays and still struggling to get better. It's absolutely raining, and I thought, okay, let me just go live for a moment. Let everyone know I'm still alive. I have here all the space for myself, no dogs, no nothing, because the weather is really bad. And I'm grieving. I'm really going through a hard grieving process, and it's okay. And this year is my big year, 2003. I know the date of the court that I'm going to have with the Dutch government, and it's very emotional. I'm really going through an emotional roller coaster, really like whoa, 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 whoa. And I'm not suicidal. I don't even think about that, but I'm crossing a lot of emotional bridges. And one of the bridges, emotional bridges, that's still coming back to me is that I understand that people don't believe Michael Jackson is my father. I'm really coming to a point like I don't care about what you think of me, that Michael Jackson is my father, yes or no. I feel I'm grieving about his loss, that he died and the magical surrounding him. And one of the things that I really wanted to talk about today was when I found out Michael Jackson was my father, and the first time that I saw die-hard Michael Jackson fans, seeing an ocean full of people watching his music and screaming his name, it was traumatic. It was one of the most traumatic personal feelings in my life that totally strange people, Michael Jackson fans, were really losing it the way they were screaming out his name. And I found out when I look at old photos, videos of my father, and I see the Michael Jackson fans reacting that way, and I was 9 years old. I still feel the adrenaline, the pain, how it hurt me emotional, what it did to me, that someone can really freak out of someone that they didn't know. And it was very painful because that also put me in a corner. It put me in a corner as a child that I couldn't feel safe. I couldn't feel safe to talk about it. But one thing that I do realize is when that happened, that if you say Michael Jackson, you're crazy because Michael Jackson is a world superstar and you can touch him. So I feel the trauma of the punishment that people made me feel, that I was very little, and there's no way that Michael Jackson could be my father. And it was an absolutely devastating emotion in my life, and something that I had the opportunity when my father Michael Jackson was alive, that I could scream about with him. I could really scream about it. I have really said, Michael Jackson, my dad, you're fucking king of doll. You're stupid fans. Do you know what they do to me? And I had the chance to express my feelings through to my dad. And when a child molester came in 2003, and he started protecting me with his bodyguard and his team to make me feel safe, I felt like, okay, this is again a trauma. No one's going to understand. Everyone's going to think that I'm living in a delusional world. So now, in 2023, I'm coming into emotions of totally acceptance. Acceptance what happened, acceptance that's the way it is, and really feeling very little again. I feel I'm really hair living 1984 when I found out um, Michael Jackson, my father, was a huge artist, and understanding that no one will ever believe me. On this moment, I'm following the as the whole world is the story of Prince Harry and Meghan, and about his book Spare. I understand English. My first ABC was American English. My second ABC was Chinese. But then I had to ask a friend, what does he mean with spare? What does the name of his book mean, spare? And then someone had to explain to me the word spare. I was, oh, I know that, spare. And what the whole story of Prince Harry is emotionally is doing to me, like, you know what, I have some of my deep expressions against the Jacksons, but I will never express this in the way that he do. You know, I know secrets inside of the Jackson family that I would never share. I would never share. I would never share, because it's a family oath, and I think you should really respect that. So Prince Harry, with all his pain, all his grief, it's really teaching me, oh, whoa, wait, whoa, who? That's something that I don't want to go through. That's something I don't want to do. You know, that's my limit. And I am healing. I'm healing of, oh, I'm healing, oh, the dog. I'm healing from these emotions that I'm going through. And it's really good. It's very painful, but it's really good, because I'm getting to a point that I feel like I can really start living my life the way that I want. And because my father is no longer around, he passed away, it's really hurt. And but grieving is a process that you have to allow yourself to grieve. And the first thing to allow yourself to grieve is exception. I accept my grief, and I accept that I cry about it, and I accept that it hurts. But that's the way for me to do it. So I feel like after 38 years, I really coming to a point like, you know what? The whole world don't believe that Michael Jackson is my father, but that's not important. He knows he was my father. He knows he was my father. And why am I crying now? Because I'm happy, I'm blessed that my dad, that he was capable of being there for me, understanding my feelings, really understanding my feelings. And he educated me what his fans were about. And I personally, I cannot imagine being someone fan, adore someone so much that I don't know. And I think the most painful things throughout of the year, throughout of the last 13 years for me, is coming into the world media in 2010. People absolutely thinking I'm cuckoo, that I'm imagining it, that Michael Jackson is my father. I think it's one of the most devastating moments in my life that I feel now, you know what? I have to deal with that. And I don't have to deal with that because it's their way of their mind. I cannot change people's mind. But I have learned throughout this process of going to court with the Dutch government, that I can say goodbye through all these things, and that it doesn't matter what people think of me in that way. I don't have to prove anything then, honoring, loving the moment that my father, Michael Jackson, was with me, carry me through this deep, deep emotion that he knew was very painful for me to accept. Why does it hurt? Because there is no recognition from the world that I was kidnapped in 1984, that I was brutalized, that I was hurt so badly that I still today I'm feeling the scars on my body and will always be in my memory, because the world do not know Mocienne Petit Jackson as Michael Jackson's daughter. They don't know. But one thing that I feel like I'm getting to that point where I don't need any recognition of people that I don't know. What I need is feeling comfortable of where I come from and healing that kind of pain. And this is what this process is doing to me. I'm going through step by step. I'm passing all this pain that have been influencing my life all my life, and I feel like after this I can build up my life. I can absolutely build up my life. And even when the world find out Mike Jackson is my father, I will not care, because it doesn't bring me anything. Number one, because my father is no longer alive. He passed away. He died. So there's nothing to share with. And the second, even when the world find out 100% I am Michael Jackson's daughter, there will always be people who are still negative and not nice. So nothing's going to really, really change for me in that way. And the grieving process is okay. And I want to say it was Mocienne Petit Jackson. Thank you for following my channel. Hi Jos.
Heb jij dit weer besteld?
Nee, ik heb het weer niet besteld.
Ja. Ligt dan.
Maar het is wel lekker, toch?
Nee.
Nou, wel een beetje.
Nee.
Het ruikt lekker. Bye bye. Dag Jos. My neighbor, he asked me if I ordered this sweater. I said no, I didn't order, but it smelled nice, the rain and the trees. So when the world find out Mike Jackson is really my father, it's not going to bring me anything, not going to bring them anything. Making myself ready for this court with the Dutch government is helping me through, get through a lot of traumas and get rid of them, so I can start building a better life for myself, especially emotionally. So it was Mocienne Petit Jackson. I want to say bye-bye, following my channel. And 2023, very excited year. No idea what's going to happen, but I will keep you updating as I can. It was Mocienne Petit Jackson. Thank you for following my channel. Stay safe, and again, Happy New Year. May this year 2023 be a good year for the world, and having world peace that will be amazing inside of Europe and outside of Europe. So sending you my love. Sending you my love. Bye-bye.